Hello, Maria here, the Creative Italian. Hey, I came on here to show you guys a real easy technique for taking your solder metal finished pieces and turning them into this real pretty gold metallic. And you're not going to believe how easy it is. I mean, it's really great, really great. Okay, so before we get started, if you're a subscriber, I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel because it helps me grow my channel, because YouTube will let more people know that I'm here, and it might be people out there that are looking, for what I have to offer. Also, if you like my video, if you give it a thumbs up, that'll also help grow my channel. If you have any comments to make, if you have questions about a project that you're working on and you need some help, if you'll leave it in the comments, I always respond in less than 24 hours. It's very rarely that I don't or I can't. I've had people working on projects where they kind of got stuck and they needed some help and guidance, and they will leave a comment or they'll email me, or I've even had one person contact me through Etsy. So any one of those channels, it doesn't matter to me, which avenue you go, but just know that I'm here to help you, and I will respond, okay? And the other thing is, if you're not a subscriber, if you subscribe to my channel, that'll help grow my channel too, so more people will find me here out in this huge cyber world of 10 zillion people. If you hit that, the notification bell down below, as soon as I upload a new video to my channel, you'll get an email notification that there's a new video up. So anyway, before we get, let's see, I'm losing my train of thought here a little bit, you guys. Oh, what do you think of my hat? I didn't feel like doing my hair, so I decided to be incognito. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna just tilt my camera around so that y'all can see what I'm gonna be doing with this project. Okay, so as you can see, you don't need a whole lot of things, right? Here, I have a pendant that I made that I'm going to be actually showing you how this all works, changing this to this real pretty gold finish. The tools that I'm using, and of course, all of this is down in the comments, you guys, okay? Down where the comments are, rather. Okay, so I'm using it's a paint that you use for making model planes and model boats and trucks and things like that. And it's going to be on the aisle where you find all those types of projects, and Hobby Lobby is where I got this. It's made by Testors, and it's a gold metallic paint. And what else was I going to say about it? I think that's it. Just go down the aisle where the model planes, model boats, model trucks, and all that kind of stuff. And you'll see all these different paints, and you'll see these Testors. They have a zillion colors, you guys. And the other thing that I'm going to be using is, this is a product made by rangerink.com. I also got it on Hobby Lobby. There's another name specifically for this particular brand, but I'm not going to pronounce it because I'll mess it up. But anyway, it's a Glaze gloss metal sealer and patina extender. And I'm going to be sharing with you a couple things that I do with this besides this project, okay? Anyway, and all that information, like I said, is below. And also, I'm using these very inexpensive craft brushes and sponge brush that you can get at Hobby Lobby. Everything came from Hobby Lobby. Now, okay, this is an angel. This is the same angel, right? And I painted it with the metallic paint, as you can see. And I only did one coat on the angel, and I found that after handling it for a little bit, that I could see little parts of the paint coming off. So what I did was I went back and I put 2 more coats of the gold metallic paint on the angel, and I put 2 coats of the Glaze gloss. And I have handled it quite a bit over the last week, and so far, so good. So when you all do it, I want you to let me know, how it works out for you. I want your feedback on that. If it's something that you think you're going to do, and let me know how it's working out for you. Because so far, it's been good, okay? All right, now, on this project, first of all, on the Testors, it's called Testors. You do have to shake this up kind of frequently because this separates pretty fast, in my opinion, okay? So all I did was, let me back up just a minute. I just want you all to know that I painted on the front and the back side, okay? And I'm going to let you know here in a second why I did that, okay? So all I'm doing is I'm just going over it and painting it just like that and just getting it on really thoroughly and then letting it dry in between coats. Now, like I said, I think it works out better, my experience with that little angel soldered pendant that I did, after I put on 2 more coats over top of the first coat. It has been much more durable. It's held up way, way better, okay? You could put it on your jump ring if you wanted to, but in all honesty, it's not worth putting on the jump ring because I did put it on the jump ring and it just rubbed off. But it could be because I didn't put the glaze on there, but for me, I just didn't bother with it, that is if you're doing a pendant, okay? All right, now I'm just gonna let that dry for just a second. And the other thing I wanted to share with you, this glaze is excellent to use on your pendants or anything that you're gonna wear where it's soldered on the back. It does a protective coat and it keeps this metal, the soldered metal, from rubbing onto the fabric and leaving like that kind of grayish black, it's not like terrible. But let's put it this way. I wore a few of my pendants and without the glaze on the back, and when I wore white or beige or any of those light colors, when I took it off, I could see that it had rubbed on the fabric. And I would hate to have that for a client, that bought something from me. So I put on 1 coat. I only had to put on 1 coat of this, and I used a sponge brush to do it, okay? And that's been plenty. I haven't had an issue, okay? So let's see. All right, now, like I said, this kind of separates kind of quick, okay? I mean, it probably doesn't need it right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up anyway. Also, the other thing is, this paint dries super fast, okay? That's another thing you need to know about it. I mean, I was amazed at how fast it dried, as a matter of fact, you guys. I really was, which is good, right? Because you can get through the project quicker. I mean, I'm probably putting it on a little, it's probably still a little bit wet on the other coat, but not so bad, okay? So I'm just gonna put it on the front. I'm not gonna do the back. I'm just gonna do the front. However, I definitely listen to me. I definitely recommend that you put it on the back side. Okay, if you're going to be wearing this. If you're not going to be, if it's something you're not going to wear, then it doesn't make any difference, right? If you can put it on if you're putting a solder piece on a box or, on a piece of glass, or you're gluing it on a piece of glass or whatever, then it doesn't matter. But I definitely would, put it on there if you're going to be wearing it. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, this is the letter B that I did. I just want to show this to you. I think that turned out really good. Now, the thing is, oh yeah, I did the back side too. I just want to make sure I did the back side. I just think that looks, you know what, you guys? I think this looks better than the just plain solder finish. That's just my opinion. And the other thing too I thought about doing was going and getting some other colors to try out, just for the heck of it. I mean, why not, Okay, so I'm going to put another coat on here. I'm not going to just lay it on the paper towel and do it that way. After you're finished doing this, you will have to throw your brush away, if you're using one of these brushes anyway. If you're using a better brush, which I don't do on something like this, then you'll have to use Goof Off or something to get it off, so you can reuse your brush. You know, I do use Goof Off, but not for the throwaway brushes, you guys, you know, because they're so inexpensive. They really are super inexpensive. Okay, so then what I do is, let me see here for a minute. Hang on just a second. I need to get a popsicle stick. Forgot about the popsicle stick. I mean, you don't have to have the popsicle stick, but it's just easier for me to pick up the glaze doing it this way as opposed to, you know, trying to work with a large amount when I am working on a small piece like this, okay? So what I do is I just put it on my popsicle stick. I lost track of what I was saying. I just put it on the popsicle stick and I just sort of dab it on there like so. Yep. And then let it dry. And like I said, this dries really fast too, guys. It dries super, super fast. Just like that. Just want to look at something for a minute. Yeah. There we go. That's all you got to do. And it's just as simple and quick and easy as that. Anyway, you're just going to let it dry. And like I said, the glaze dries super fast. And it doesn't take long. So there you go. I think that looks really good. Don't you? What do y'all think about that? Leave comments. Now, as it dries, it becomes brighter. Like in my light right now, it looks a little bit different. Well, yeah, it does look a little bit different. That's because it's wet and it just needs to dry some, that's all. Or at least in my lighting, it looks a little different, okay? But I know when it dries, it's going to be really bright and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's it. It's so easy. Excuse me, I'm going to grab me a cup of tea. Anyway, I'm back up here. I hope y'all find this to be helpful and kind of change things up a little bit, you know, especially with Christmas coming up, you know, because we see a lot of gold. I know we see a lot of silver at Christmas time too, but you know, gold seems to be the metal color for jewelry in the winter time, and silver, it seems to be more of the color for spring and summer. I guess it's because it's a cool color. And gold is a warm color, you know, warm, cozy, Christmas, holidays, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That's just my idea, okay? Okay, so again, if you like my video, if you give it a thumbs up, if you have any comments to make, you need help with the project, just leave it in the comments, email me. You can leave it on Etsy. And if you're not a subscriber and you want to know when I upload a new video to my channel, go ahead and hit the notification bell below and you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And I'm going to be back again soon, I hope. I'm hoping in the next week I'll be back to show you guys a really great technique for crocheting a necklace and using crimp beads and crimp covers to add your pendant onto the necklace as opposed to just hanging it on the cord. And it just gives it a more finished look. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I'll be able to get on here and do that for you guys, because it would be a great thing to make and to give away as Christmas presents, you know. I mean, Christmas is going to be here before we know it. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you later. Okay, bye-bye.